Something is currently happening in California, and most people sadly can't discern it. From the mansions of Beverly Hills to the boardrooms of Silicon Valley, a remarkable group of Filipino women are quietly building empires worth billions of dollars. Think private jets, designer couture, luxury real estate, global influence. But these women didn't inherit their crowns. They built them. Through bold risks, relentless ambition, and deals that turned opportunity into unstoppable wealth. Today, we are stepping inside their world, uncovering fortunes, empires, and legacies that make them impossible to ignore. And number 10, Heart Evangelista. We'll be starting with a woman who, through belief, has now redefined luxury in the highest place possible. Heart, before landing on the global stage as a fashion and beauty influencer, was a veteran of the Philippine entertainment industry. She started in local showbiz at the age of 13, acting in teleseries, being a VJ on music channel Mix, and establishing herself as a household name. But she was never afforded the liberty of being her true self. She was seen as too kike, too high-end, and too unrelatable. But her rise to fame is one that truly needs to be studied. In the mid-2010s, after years in the business, Heart knew that her time in the industry had run its course. She knew she was done, and it was time to move on. Heart began painting, which resulted in exhibits both in the Philippines and abroad. She began to commission paintings on pricey Hermes Birkin bags for local and international clients. Because of her painting, a friend in France invited her to the show of Schiaparelli in Paris. Heart, a known fashion lover, flew halfway around the globe, thinking it would be a good opportunity to meet people for her painting. She did meet people, the right people, who invited her back again. The invites kept coming and multiplied. And before she knew it, even without intending to make it a career, she was attending every season. But the fashion industry is cutthroat, and the limited seats are reserved for only the biggest names and the brightest stars. And even Heart, a full-blown celebrity in the Philippines, was unable to snag seats at first. Even the companies that were selling the brands in the Philippines would have a hard time asking to watch. Heart didn't give. She pulled off something spectacular. Despite the lack of numbers from the Philippines, the gates became open. Invitations plentiful, and now she has numerous regional global collaborations and ambassadorships, including her present and past deals with Ferragamo, Mugler, Vone World, Ion Orchard, Lancaster, Sequoia, among others, apart from a cavalcade of local endorsements. On the global stages of beauty and fashion, the name Heart Evangelista is one to be reckoned with. With an estimated net worth of about 2 million pesos, Heart sashays through the streets of the fashion capitals with an ease that can be attributed to knowing she belongs there. Number 9. Vanessa Hudgens. Finding her way to the list is Vanessa Hudgens, whose story has proven that acquiring luxury isn't judged by boundaries, but by determination and hard work. Born in Salinas, California in 1988, Vanessa rose to become a prominent Filipina-American actress, singer, and producer, widely recognized as a franchise royalty for her breakthrough role as Gabriela Montez in Disney's High School Musical series in 2006 to 2008. Her family's moves across the West Coast fueled her passion for performing, evident from her childhood involvement in local theater. The family eventually settled in Los Angeles, supporting her acting career after a brief period at the Orange County High School of the Arts. Hudgens began her film career in 2003 with 13, followed by Thunderbirds in 2004. Her breakout role came in 2006 with Disney Channel's High School Musical, propelling her to teen idol status. The success of the High School Musical film franchise also launched her singing career, resulting in 2 albums released through Hollywood Records. Hudgens showcased her versatility by taking on diverse and mature roles in films such as Band Slam, Sucker Punch, Spring Breakers, and The Frozen Ground. She later starred in several successful Netflix Christmas movies, starting with The Princess Switch, which showcased her status as a leading streaming actress. In 2015, Vanessa ventured onto the Broadway stage with Gigi, as well as live television productions of Grease and Rent. This has reportedly earned her millions of dollars, enabling her to purchase luxurious properties in the USA. As a trailblazer with Filipina heritage on her mother's side, she has embraced her roots, and she's now celebrated for her influence in both Hollywood and as a representative of Filipino culture. But she wouldn't stop there. Vanessa has taken the position of a queen personally, as she is popularly known as both the Queen of California and Coachella. Due to her love for fashion, she has consistently graced the California-based music festival with her expensive fashion style, which endeared her to millions of fans both in the USA and the Philippines. Beyond her entertainment career, Hudgens made her first trip to the Philippines in March 2023, accompanied by her mother and sister. The trip highlighted a personal exploration of her Filipino heritage. Undoubtedly, Hudgens is one who truly knows how to embrace her roots and still maintain her influential figure across two worlds. 8. Liza Soberano. When you're looking for a woman who has taken success and luxury to another level, it's Liza Soberano. Soberano is both an American and Filipina actress. But before her rise to fame, she had relocated to Quezon City, where she began her career as a model at 13. She made her television debut in the fantasy anthology series One Sapa na Time in 2011, before her breakthrough in the second season of the drama series Got to Believe in 2014. She further gained wider recognition for portraying a fruit plantation farmer in the romantic drama series Forevermore in 2014, which was the first of her many collaborations with actor Enrique Gil. Known for supporting characters in comedies and dramas as a teenager, she has since expanded her repertoire to leading roles in film and television. She has received many accolades, including a FAMAS Award, a Star Award, and 6 Box Office Entertainment Awards. As a testament to her growth, Tatler magazine named her as one of the most influential people in Asia in 2022 and 2023. But Soberano's success is far deeper than what can be understood on the surface level. In 2022, she returned to California to pursue an acting career in Hollywood and has since starred in the horror comedy Lisa Frankenstein in 2024. As Liza Soberano continues to push beyond boundaries, she transitioned from a top-tier Filipina actress into a crossover asset, a globally recognized talent, producer, and brand collaborator bridging the Philippine entertainment industry with Hollywood. Following her move to the US in 2022, she has focused on expanding her career beyond traditional constraints, earning recognition for her roles, advocacy, and business ventures. Most importantly is Soberano's definition of luxury and wealth. She established her own production company to develop content that bridges cultural gaps and creates opportunities, with projects scheduled for release in 2025. As of October 2024, she signed with Wild, a Singapore-based global entertainment company that connects Asian American talent worldwide, further solidifying her pivot toward global projects. 7. Lea Salonga. If music were to be a person, it would be Lea Salonga. Known as the pride of the Philippines, Lea Salonga is renowned across the world for her powerful voice and perfect pitch. Her ability to successfully combine talent and longevity has brought her tremendous feat. And after over 4 decades, she's still waxing strong. Not only is she a singer, she's also found a space in the acting world. One of the most popular TV series she featured in was on Broadway in Old Friends alongside Bernadette Peters after headlining the Los Angeles and London productions. Rising from a child star in the Philippines to international stardom, she is best known for originating the lead role of Kim in Miss Saigon and providing the singing voices for Disney princesses Jasmine and Mulan. On Broadway, Lea starred in the 2018 Broadway revival of Once on This Island as the Goddess of Love, Erzulie. The show's return to the Broadway stage earned her a Tony Award for Best Revival of a Musical, making her the first Asian to win the award. She also helped the cast receive a Grammy nomination for Best Musical Theater Album. In August 2021, Lea released her single Dream Again, and in November 2025, Lea Salonga. Live with the Sydney Symphony Orchestra from Sydney Opera House aired as part of Great Performances on PBS. Lea's 2025 stage, screen, and everything in between tour and her 2022 Dream Again tour saw sold-out audiences and record-breaking million-dollar sales across North America and the United Kingdom. She has toured all over the world, performing sold-out concerts in such locations as the Sydney Opera House, O2 Arena, Disney Concert Hall in Los Angeles, Singapore's Esplanade, Kuala Lumpur Convention Center, Hong Kong Cultural Center, Queen's Sirikit Convention Center in Bangkok, and Carnegie Hall in New York. Most importantly is her versatility, which has brought her before prominent personalities. In her 45-year career, Lea has performed for 6 Philippine presidents. From Ferdinand Marcos to Benigno S. Aquino III, 4 American presidents, Joe Biden, George H.W. Bush, Bill Clinton, and George W. Bush, and for Diana, Princess of Wales, and Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. She was honored by Time magazine as a Time 100 Impact Award recipient and received the Gold House 2023 Gold Legend Award. While most Walk of Fame stars are awarded for achievements in film or television, Salonga's honor is a bold statement about the enduring power of live theater and the extraordinary woman who helped globalize it. Number 6. Sharon Cuneta. She was barely in her teens when a novelty song made her a household name. Even today, Sharon Cuneta remains a defining figure across generations of Philippine popular culture. In 1978, Mr. DJ, which happened to be her first ever recording, became an unexpected national hit, lifting an elementary school-aged Cuneta into a spotlight that would never fully recede. She was still attending classes when the song climbed the charts. By the time she understood what public recognition demanded, it had already taken hold, shaping a childhood and a career that unfolded in full view. Success often fixes performers in time, but Cuneta did not remain fixed. She grew up in public, learning early that attention brings expectations that do not pause for age. The transition from preteen star to serious performer unfolded under constant watch, shaping instincts about work, restraint, and visibility. When entertainment drew her fully into the spotlight, the shift from private child to public figure was swift and largely irreversible. Childhood did not end. It changed form. Music opened the door. Film secured her place. By the early 1980s, Cuneta was anchoring box office films that shaped a generation's emotional vocabulary. Over time, she emerged as an award-winning actress who continued to hone her craft. Cuneta is not just known for her blistering career, but also for her wealth. As a testament, Cuneta is the most expensive and effective product endorser in the country. McDonald's, Coca-Cola, Lux, Selecta, Sunsilk, Globe Telecom, PH Care, Lucky Me, Super Fairy, Alaska Milk, Colgate, Nestle, Smart Communications, and Tempra were some of the products that made Cuneta a notable ambassador. At one time, Cuneta was reportedly earning 8 million to 15 million pesos per product she endorses. Cuneta also owns a residential project of 6 high-quality, exclusive 4-story townhouses in Quezon City, near trendy restaurants in the area. Aside from residential real estate enterprises, Cuneta and Pangilinan own a 3-hectare farm called Sweet Spring Country Farm in the uplands of Alfonso, Cavite. The Filipina actress and singer is an icon to generations. She is highly regarded as one of the Philippine entertainment industry's living legends. 5. Monique Lhuillier. Monique Lhuillier is a name synonymous with glamour, and it's taken some time to get there. The 50-year-old designer has spent the last 25 years not only creating some of the world's most exquisite bridal gowns and red carpet showstoppers, but building an eponymous luxury lifestyle brand with reach far beyond her $7,000 dresses. Monique is a Filipino fashion designer and creative director known for her bridal, ready-to-wear, and lifestyle brand. Lhuillier moved to Los Angeles to study design at the Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising. For her, fashion was life, and more than anything else, she was ready to make her craft speak and cross boundaries beyond her country of birth. In 1996, she established fashion houses in Los Angeles, California, where she primarily works and lives. In 2004, she drew wide notice for her wedding dresses for Britney Spears and Emmy Awards dresses for Jamie Lynn Discala and Allison Janney, among others. She opened a Los Angeles flagship store on Melrose Place in 2007 and added a New York store in 2012. Her collections now include ready-to-wear, evening gowns, bridal, bridesmaids, linens, tableware, fine paper, and home fragrances. In 2016, in collaboration with Pottery Barn Kids, Lhuillier launched a line for babies and kids. The collection featured over 120 items of home furnishings for the nursery, bedroom, and playroom. Lhuillier has become especially known for her celebrity wedding and red carpet gowns. Her list of clients includes Blake Lively, Demi Lovato, Gwyneth Paltrow, Reese Witherspoon, Michelle Obama, Emma Stone, Jennifer Lopez, Lea Salonga, Taylor Swift, Melania Trump, and Katy Perry. Her signature design sensibility has resulted in the launch of numerous licensed collections, including Monique Lhuillier and Pottery Barn, Monique Lhuillier and Pottery Barn Kids, and Monique Lhuillier and Pottery Barn Teen. Monique Lhuillier's contemporary collections have transformed the company into a luxury lifestyle brand. She has built a highly successful luxury fashion brand, with her company generating an estimated annual revenue between $10 million and $100 million. Number 4. Josie Natori. If you ask Josie Natori, she will describe her involvement in fashion as an accident. But the accident has made her namesake brand, Natori, that began as a luxury lingerie and sleepwear line into a multi-million empire encompassing jewelry, menswear, shoes, perfume, and more. Born Josefina Almeida Cruz in Manila, Philippines, to parents who were entrepreneurs, Natori knew her future was in business and finance. She learned about commerce from a young age. Even her grandmother owned several businesses, including a pharmacy. From there, Natori went to Manhattanville College in New York when she was 17 and graduated with honors in economics. 2 weeks after graduation, Natori went straight to Wall Street where she met her future husband, Kenneth Natori, a very successful Japanese-American investment banker. Not only did Natori progress in her finance career, she became the first woman vice president in investment banking at Merrill Lynch. But she got bored with finance. She wanted to be involved in something creative. A friend asked her if she could turn an embroidered peasant short blouse into a nightshirt, which prompted the idea of creating beautiful, unique lingerie. Soon, the name Natori became synonymous with upscale, loungewear, some worn with fashion panache in public by stars. Now she owns a multi-million-dollar company. Lady Gaga, Kate Beckinsale, Katie Holmes, Kaylee Cuoco, Emma Roberts, Olivia Munn, Kourtney Kardashian, and Rose Huntington Whiteley are among the celebrities who have worn Natori's lingerie and underwear, paired with jackets, coats, skirts, and pants in events. Ms. Natori now sits on the boards of the Asian Cultural Council, the Orchestra of St. Luke's, and the Fashion and Design Council of the Philippines. She is also a member of the Committee of 200. She was presented with the Galleon Award in 1988 by then-President of the Republic of the Philippines, Corazon Aquino. She received the Lacandula Award, considered the highest honor for a Filipino citizen, and was recognized with the prestigious Humanitarian Award by Fashion Group International. What began with creating lingerie on her living room floor has evolved into a lifestyle. Natori is a total concept, a way of life, where life meets art. Number 3. Sheila, Lirio, Marcelo. When most entrepreneurs are seeking inspiration, they study Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, or Mark Zuckerberg. Sheila Lirio Marcelo, founder, chairwoman, CEO of Care.com, and a self-proclaimed lover of superheroes, finds her muse in the likes of Katniss Everdeen and Superman. For Marcelo, a young woman born in the Philippines, the road to entrepreneurial success was marked by moments of doubt from skeptics and life challenges that were often hurdled with action, hero-like efforts. Launched in 2007, Care.com is an online web portal for connecting families, caregivers, and employers for childcare, senior care, housekeeping, pet care, and more. Today, more than 14.1 million members in 16 countries are turning to Care.com to solve their caregiving needs. Having raised more than $110 million in private venture funding, Care.com used its cash on marketing and acquired 4 companies in an effort to expand and grow prior to going public in January 2014. The challenges are many for the tireless Marcelo, who is running a public company still in its growing stages. But she would not have it any other way. When the family moved to Houston in 1977 and opened one of the area's first Asian grocery stores, the 7-year-old Marcelo, in flawless English, was put to work answering the phone and taking messages. With pressure from her Asian parents to pursue a law career, Marcelo applied to Harvard Law School but deferred her acceptance. She wasn't sure she wanted to be a lawyer, and instead, she took a litigation consulting job. But a chance to work on a technology-based project triggered two results. She became intrigued with technology and realized that business, not law, was her calling. Marcelo decided to pursue a joint JD MBA degree and was accepted at Harvard Business School in 1995. While at Harvard and during her summers in between the JD MBA program, she worked for Monitor, a consulting firm, and later joined startups Upramis and theladders.com. Now, she has launched another AI tool named Ohi Data, her AI-driven platform designed to ease the mental load of caregiving. She became the first Asian American woman founder to take a company public in the US and secured a successful exit. Yet these achievements may represent only the tip of the iceberg. The key to understanding the depth of Marcelo's impact likely lies in how she achieved them. 2. Loida Nicolas Lewis. Loida Nicolas is the ultimate response to the argument of whether to do things just to inspire or to just have it done. Loida Nicolas Lewis is an American lawyer, businesswoman, and philanthropist. She grew up in Sorsogon, Philippines, where her father wanted her to run for political office, and even built a cinema named Loida, in the hopes that she would one day become mayor of her hometown. Instead, after completing law school in the Philippines, she traveled to New York, where she became the first Filipino woman to pass the New York bar without having attended law school in the United States. Having won a discrimination case against the U.S. Immigration and Naturalization Service in 1987. After the death of her husband, Reginald Lewis, Ms. Lewis served for 16 years as chair and CEO of TLC Beatrice International, a $2 billion multinational food company with operations across the U.S. and Europe. She is also chair of the Reginald F. Lewis Foundation, a benefactor among many other institutions of Harvard Law School and the Lewis College in Sorsogon, which she founded. Her foundation is also a major donor to the National Museum of African American History and Culture in Washington, D.C. She is co-founder of several advocacy organizations: Asian American Legal Defense and Education Fund, National Federation of Filipino American Associations, U.S. Pinoys for Good Governance, and Global Filipino Diaspora Council. The story of Loida Nicolas is one that truly shows that impact does not know boundaries, but passion to see a change in your world. Number 1. Susan Ocampo. Our number 1 is a woman who sits on the board of MACOM, a semiconductor supplier. She has an estimated net worth of $2.3 billion, as reported by Forbes. Meet Susan M. Ocampo, the stealthiest billionaire you've never seen. Here's even the greatest surprise. The richest Filipino-American on record has no Instagram, no Facebook, no LinkedIn, no YouTube, not even a blurry photo at a ribbon cutting. In a world obsessed with selfies and status updates, she's the ultimate ghost. No posts, no hashtags, no "here's my private jet lunch," just silence and billions. Got a picture of her? We'll believe it when we see it. Until then, Susan remains the queen of quiet, living proof that you can be wildly successful and still leave the internet on red. That hasn't stopped this elusive tech queen from making waves and billions. Forbes lists her among the richest self-made women in America, with an estimated net worth of $2.3 billion as of June 2025. Susan, aged 67, sits on the board of MACOM Technology Solutions, a $10.4 billion chipmaker where she's also been a major shareholder since 2016. But even they don't have a photo or video of her on file. Her rise from humble beginnings to the top of the ultra-competitive semiconductor world is the stuff of legend, equal parts hustle, genius, and invisibility cloak. She's proof that you don't need selfies to be a Silicon Valley icon. This environment, rich with innovation and opportunity, played a crucial role in shaping her future. Susan's most significant financial achievement comes from her role as the largest individual shareholder and board member of MACOM Technology Solutions, a NASDAQ-listed semiconductor firm with a market capitalization of $10 to $40 billion. Now based in Honolulu, Hawaii, Susan continues to inspire as a self-made leader and a role model for Filipino Americans and women in technology. In 2025, Susan ranked 18th on Forbes' list of America's richest self-made women, celebrated for her entrepreneurial grit and lasting impact in the tech world. Her journey from the daughter of immigrants to a billionaire businesswoman exemplifies the power of vision, perseverance, and partnership in achieving the American dream. And there you have it, the Filipina queens whose wealth, influence, and empire have made them one of the most untouchable figures in California's luxury circles. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to like the video, subscribe to her status, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next deep dive into the world of powerful elites, hidden empires, and unbelievable success stories. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.